Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday. I'm getting ready to head to a broker's open that my team has open today from 11 to 1. It's a beautiful home. I'm excited to see it. I've been wanting to go take a look at it for some time now. I thought it was going to sell pretty quickly, but so far not yet. So my team leader is having a broker's open there. Like I said, we're going to head there. So I'll show you that house. Then we did propagate one of my Scindapsus this morning. It's the Scindapsus Mary, maybe is how you pronounce it. Not quite sure, but yeah, it reverted on me. It was producing all white leaves. So I chopped her this morning and I took the last cutting that's pretty variegated and I'm going to propagate that. And hopefully I can get it to not revert back to all white. So we did that. I also cut up a few of my Hoya Linares cuttings to propagate those because they were just dangling on the floor. So I was like, well, let me just cut up the long ones because I don't have anywhere higher to put it, unfortunately, because I would love to see how long I could get it, but it's just not in the cards for right now. My house it faces the south, but it has a front covered porch, which you guys have seen in the past videos. So we don't really get much light in here. So I have a lot of grow lights everywhere, and that is what is providing the light for that Hoya Linares. And so that's on my plant shelf, which is only so high. So, but I am super grateful for the one that I do have because she is pretty long and healthy. So we are going to go head to the broker's open now. Catch you later. I'm mad. I'm upset with myself. So I was putting more plants in the bathtub this morning to shower them off and just get all the dust and whatever like little bugs there might be on it, to get those taken off. And when I was getting my Philodendron Gabby out that was hanging, I think it got caught in the cord from the grow light. Actually, no, it got caught in a vine of one of my Hoyas and it pulled the planter off, which was a hand painted terracotta little planter that I got off of a Facebook page that a girl did. She was selling her art and I don't even know who she was. I don't remember. It was a couple years ago I got it. So I can't even like message her to do another one. But look, I'm so upset. Look, it has like jellyfish on it. It had like the water. There's some more remnants of it. I potted this up this morning for my aunt. She wants it. Don't mind all the blooms that fell off of the Hoya, but yeah, I'm so mad. And I think this is the Hoya that I got caught up on because it was sitting right here. So I'm thinking it got caught in these vines when I was taking the Gabby out of it. I think the Gabby, because the Gabby was dangling. So I think the Gabby hooked onto these and it just pulled the planter off. Ugh! So annoying. So yeah, that happened. Getting ready to go meet my parents and grandmother for lunch. Again, you probably think we eat out all the time. We try to meet up at least once a week. Well, we meet up once a week with my parents, and then sometimes I go out. I have to take my grandmother to doctor's appointments and those kind of things. So she always wants to go out to eat too. So we're going to go do that and then get into some real estate stuff. I have to figure out a few hurdles that I'm dealing with. Nothing unusual. And then I do have a Zoom call tonight at 8:30 with a out-of-state seller who got my name from the sellers of the property that I just sold. So that's good. I am back from lunch. It was good. I had an idea while I was out. So the terracotta planter that I have demolished, I am actually in the process of making a begonia fairy garden terrarium. So I'm thinking maybe I can use some of the pieces in it. We'll see. I'll see what I can come up with. I'm picking up a fish aquarium tomorrow, a 20-gallon, so I can start the process. I've got some begonias picked out on Etsy. Yeah, I already have the fairy garden accessories. I actually got those last year and never did anything with them. I'll insert a picture. It's super cute and it was pretty expensive, but I just never did anything with it. So I am going to be doing it. So stay tuned. Hopefully it's not going to be in next week's. Hopefully the following week. It might be a whole video dedicated to building just a terrarium because I think it's going to take a while because I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm learning because I'm watching YouTube videos. So stay tuned for that. While I was out, when I was on my way back from lunch with my family, I live near an airport, Salisbury. I think it's called Salisbury International Airport. I'm not sure, but anyway, we live near the airport, so we see airplanes flying low from time to time. Sometimes there's some famous people, like I think Michael Jordan flies in when he is going to Ocean City, Maryland for the White Marlin tournament. He flies into the airport. Well, today I kept seeing a plane flying low. Like I saw it when I was on my way to the restaurant to eat, but I didn't think anything of it. So on my way back, I'm like, this plane is still flying around. So I decided to be nosy and went to the airport. And there was also other people. I have the dishwasher going, so if you hear that, I apologize. But I saw other people parked and I was like, why are these people parked? And then I saw the airplane, and the airplane has United States of America written on the side of it. So I did a little bit of research, and apparently it's Air Force 2 practicing touch and goes, which I think is pretty cool. I've never seen that before. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And I'm not sure if I'll ever see it again. So it's just one of those moments where you're at the right place at the right time, and you don't know if it's ever gonna like happen that way again. So you just take it in and you appreciate the moment. So always appreciate your moments, because God put you there at that time and place for you to witness or be a part of a certain action, whether it be good or bad. Like, I say my prayers every night, and I always say, thank you for bringing people into my life, and thank you for taking people out of my life. Because let's face it, some people do not belong. Some people are not worth the time, energy, and space. And some people will never appreciate you. So cut them loose. Facebook Marketplace got me again. I just went and picked up these two. Look, is that not the cutest? Oh my goodness. But wait, there's more. I got a little witchy mushroom. Isn't she adorable? But you know, I got more. Just one more thing though. I picked up a Moon Valley Pilea. Pilea? I think it's Pilea. I had one before and I killed it. So she had this little one. It was $10 and it came with the hand painted 4-inch pot, you know, because I broke one today, had to replace it. So I'm going to hopefully put this in my begonia fairy garden terrarium that I do. I'm going to Google, make sure you can put them in terrariums, because the leaves look like they are leaves that probably don't like to get wet. So I'm going to have to Google that and see what Google tells me, because Google knows everything. Am I right? Good morning. It is Thursday and we have some errands to do today. I've been working on the computer this morning, just doing some admin work, getting a listing contract ready to be sent off through email to be signed to the people I talked to. Last night, we had an 8:30 p.m. Zoom conversation, which is late for me. Well, I'm a night owl, but by like 8 o'clock, my brain is shut off for the evening. I can't think about work anymore, but I did it. So I'm sending that off. It's not quite yet ready yet. I had to get ready to go to run these errands. I'm going to pick up an aquarium for my my fairy garden that I'm putting begonias and a few other plants into. I'm picking up an aquarium. I found one on Marketplace. Go figure. So I'm gonna go pick that up. I do have a showing this afternoon. I want to run to Lowe's because I got a sign over, well, it was last year. It may not be over a year ago, but it's been a while. I got it at an antique store when me and my best friend went shopping. And I've been wanting to hang it over top of my TV, but I haven't been able to hang it because I haven't had anything to hang it with. So actually, I'm going to show it to you. Hold on. So this is the sign. It says North Salem Free Library. So yeah, we're going to go to Lowe's and get something to hang it with. What I want to do is I want to get like a black chain. I'm going to take the sign with me so I can get it cut to size and then figure out how to attach that chain to the sign. It does have these little circular things. So I'm thinking, I know what I want, but I don't know what they're called. They're like the clips. Hopefully I can find one small enough that can fit into the chain and fit these holes. So we're going to be on the mission to do that today if we have time. I also need to go buy dog food because we ran out of dog food and my girls have been looking at me like they are ready to eat me. So we have to go get the dog food. And also I need to stop and get deodorant because I ran out of deodorant. We're just running out of everything around here. So this morning, you know, when you're on, I use Dove deodorant and I'm like putting it on, but I feel like I'm scraping it off because it's so low that you feel like the edge of the deodorant like top. So I feel like I'm putting it on and then scraping it off. So we're going to stop and get some because, well, grocery day is tomorrow, but I don't want to be stinky. I'm paranoid. I do not want to be a stinky girl. Nobody likes a stinky girl. No, we don't. I'm not about that life. So we're going to go do that. Is there anything else? Aquarium, PetSmart, Lowe's. I have a showing tonight. I do have to finish up some more paperwork. I have to do some comps, which are comparables for properties. Yeah, so let's get to it. Do I want a long one or a taller one? I don't know. So you may have seen that I picked up an aquarium at PetSmart. I went to the girl's house, knocked on the door a couple times, sent her a message on Facebook, and she didn't answer the door, didn't answer anything. So went to PetSmart because I needed to get the girls dog food, so they stopped looking at me all funny like they want to eat me. And they had them on sale for $32.49, and I was going to pay the girl $30 for a used one, but she ended up messaging me back and said that she had kidney stone surgery on Tuesday and she wanted me to come back. She said the meds had knocked her out, and I'm you know, I'm understandable. That sucks, but it would have cost me more than $2.49, which was the price difference between the new one at PetSmart and the used one at her. It would have cost me more in gas to go back to get that. So I did tell her, I was like, hey, I had to go to PetSmart to get dog food. They had them on sale, so I just picked one up that, and she weren't mad. These things happen. At least she like did message me back, and I messaged her back. So, but we are going to run into Staples now. One of my sellers wants me to make some flyers to put around town about the house that she's selling. So we're going to run in Staples and get some good quality paper because the paper I have at home is kind of thin because I just use it to print out like contracts and stuff. So I got like the cheapest kind there was from Walmart. And so we're going to run in here, get some good quality paper for that. And then I guess I'm going to run into Lowe's. I might run into Kid to Kid, which is a children's like consignment shop to see if they have any books, because I have a credit there. My kid wants some new books. I might run in there, but it's hot and I'm tired of running around already. So we'll see. We'll see what my energy level is after Staples. Plus I have to head down to Crisfield for a showing. So we'll see. To Lowe's yesterday and we bought hopefully everything that I need to hang up my North Salem Free Library sign. I'm hoping, because I'm super excited about this. Like I said, I got this last year at a thrift shop and I've been dying to hang it ever since I got it, but we didn't have anything to hang it with, and my husband is super busy and doesn't get to help me do much. So he did bring me home some twine. My husband, he builds crab pots for commercial crabbers and he sells them along the East Coast. So he brought me home some twine to try to hang it. And I was like, I don't think that's gonna work. He was like, oh, it should. And I was like, I don't think it's gonna work. Well, we put the twine on it, and as soon as we hung it up, like you could just see it going, like the twine was just stretching. And it's over top of our TV is where I'm putting it. So obviously I'm hoping it's not going to fall and crash into my television. So this is what I got. Again, it's for my North Salem Free Library. I bought this chain and I asked the worker that was there, I said, well, I took the sign in with me as you saw. And I was like, is this going to hold this sign? Because the sign's pretty heavy. I mean, it's a solid wood. He was like, oh, it should. And I was like, okay. I'm going to go with what you said then. We're going to hope for the best. And so I got this. And then I've already cut it to length. And it seems like it's pretty strong. So, and then to attach the chain to the sign, I got these hooks. So they should work. We're going to find out very shortly. I asked my husband to hang the sign up when he got home from work since he can reach it just by standing instead of in a chair. And we quickly realized that it still hangs too low. It hangs behind the television and we can't shorten the chain any shorter because then it wouldn't reach the little circle things. So I did end up going back to Lowe's the next day for option 2.
There. It's done. We did it, Mommy.
Yay!
Now our house is.
I got my sign hung and I am so happy about it. I love it up there. As you probably noticed that there is a space. It's not completely even with the TV, but we had to put it there because that's where the stud is. And I definitely don't want it come crashing down on my television. So that's where it had to go. But I am going to work on trying to find something small to hang beside it and fill in that empty space so that it looks more evened out, because that is going to bother me until that happens. And the weekly vlog here. Thank you for watching. I so appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all those things to help me grow my little channel. And I hope to see you back next week. Bye.